What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, that's
What
my Big Connect song. What's up, you guys? I'm Sarah Herring from PokerNews, and I am here at the Aspers Casino in London in my hotel room.
Finally!
With Natalie Hof. Now, Natalie, you are one of my favorites. Now, I know it seems like we should be looking at each other, but we're always like right here. Always right here with our homies. I wanted to show you this amazing software.
I love you too.
And it's like the love is really strong here between us. I think that's pretty clear for you guys. We are here for the 888 Poker Live in London event, and they're kicking off 2018. There's going to be a ton of stuff here in London, but Natalie, I wanted to start with a few more, what's up TC, a few more personal things to just get us kicked off. So you recently, I want to say maybe like a few months ago, what's up, Genty?
Hi, Genty.
Hiya. You started a sort of fitness kick, which has led into a whole series of other things, including not smoking or drinking, which is new.
You can do it
for me. What's up, Sigmund? So talk us through a little bit of just this journey.
Yeah, I started in August, I guess, because I felt very bad. I don't know if any smokers here, if you smoke cigarettes, you feel like very bad. You have like, you can't breathe properly.
That makes sense.
If you make sports, you like, after 3 minutes of cardio, like, oh, I want to die. And when I started doing fitness, I realized that smoking is fucking bad and fucking expensive and it's unhealthy and you're gonna die.
That's true.
I mean, you're gonna die anyway, but
that's
you
true.
die
Guaranteed.
very faster.
One guarantee in this life.
So I started doing...
What's up, Jimmy, by the way?
Hey, Jimmy. Don't interrupt, please.
Yeah.
I started fitness, and then I started eat more healthy as I used to do before, because I don't know, I'm not a vegan, but I eat very healthy when I'm at home. And even now I bring my blender with me, so I don't have to eat like shitty sandwiches or fries or pizza in the casino, because in the casinos the food is not good.
I mean, I think this is interesting, and we talked a little bit about this a few months ago when you started. A lot of people who go on these intense health kicks are maybe overweight, or they are clearly struggling, they have goals, but I mean, you've been super skinny forever, so this was clearly something that was much more of a, I guess, deep inner
I wasn't skinny inside.
But
I was a fat girl inside, I can tell you. I was lazy, I loved smoking, I loved drinking, I loved to go to parties. Now I don't even want to go to parties, because I want to spend my time wiser. Because now I think if you go to party on a weekend, it's like wasting your time, because it's always the same. I mean, a good party is always good, but when you do it like every weekend, you're like working in the week. I don't know what you're working, but if I believe that working for my own is better than to work for somebody else.
Yeah. So,
and on the weekend, I want to like push myself even harder, and the other people are going to like drinking and forget all the problems from the week.
It's funny because sometimes when I've done, don't worry, I party in the week too. Like there's no problem for me. But sometimes when I've done, say, cleanses or different things like this, I'm always just dying to get to the end. And when I get to the end, it's like, yay, now I get to have a wine, but or now I get to whatever. Right. So what you're saying is that this is the deeper into it you get, the more inspired, I guess, you are to take it further.
The thing is, my personal view, and that's only my personal view, if I don't believe in diets, I don't believe in cleanses and detox weeks. I think it's bullshit. If you want to like be healthy, feel fit, and be successful in whatever you want to do, you have to be do it on a daily routine basis.
Right. Then it's like a lifestyle.
Yeah. Then you don't need motivation, because everyone is asking me, how can you go to the gym every morning, and how can you do like cook healthy? Because I do it every fucking day.
Right. So you're used to it.
I don't want to. I don't even have cheat days because I don't want to.
That hurts. That hurts deep inside.
But it's a routine. In the beginning, it's very hard.
Yeah, I get it though too. Sometimes
it's like wait, smoking, for example. If you start smoking, the first cigarette tastes like shit.
Yeah.
The second as well, the third as well, the fourth is like, it's okay-ish. So you have to build a routine to enjoy smoking. And that's with everything else, with fitness, with like working on your poker game, with like working in general.
Like what kind of alcohol
drinking,
you're going to be on.
Because the first drink is very disgusting.
Yeah.
So everything is about building routines, and you can choose it's a good routine or a bad.
Fair. Okay, fair. So would you say that this has had an impact on your poker game?
Yes.
Tell me more.
Because I started working on my game even more. I didn't work on my game at all. The last few years, I didn't work at all because I was like, okay, I'm very honest now. I was very ashamed to fail.
Yeah.
And now I got wiser, and I think the best thing that can happen to you is failure. Because every time I play a hand bad, I was ashamed to show to someone because I was afraid that the guys say, "Oh my God, you're such a bad player." And even, I'm a girl, so it's more likely that they say, "I mean, you're a girl, you suck anyway."
You're the worst.
So now I don't care anymore. I want to failure, and I want to like grow inside, and I work on my game with Raise Your Edge, so no advertising, but I think it's the best on the market right now with Ben CB, one of the best online tournament players, and he has a master class, and he's absolutely amazing. So I work with him, and I don't have any results yet, but I'm very patient, and I believe in myself, so...
It's interesting because actually, so for example, 888 invited me to play in the cash game, which I think is tonight or tomorrow. I don't know.
Night.
I can't be
me
sure.
Too. I was like, okay, no.
Yeah, it's interesting because, and you know, because of the nature of this industry and because of the nature of sort of social media and live streams and all these things, I think I had a very similar sort of reaction, which was, and actually, I had the same thing last night. I was up like so late last night thinking about people can be so cruel in this industry in particular.
Especially
I think.
On YouTube.
Yeah. And people are just so, I don't know, even like so I've been doing crypto content, and I put up a video about crypto yesterday because, as we know, the tournament didn't start until 6 p.m. and I was here. So I thought, okay, I'll try to do something that is maybe interesting or relevant. Mm-hmm. And then people are just like, this is PokerNews. Like, I'm here for poker. And for me, it's just like really difficult when you like put yourself into things and you are doing the best to try to sort of be your best self and also entertain people. Same like on the cash game, I knew I'm like, okay, if I go, I'm going to have to drink. I'm going to have fun. But then I know everybody's just going to be, you know, judging me. And it's like I go through periods where like I give no fucks about that. And then I go through other periods where it totally steals your thunder. Like where you're excited about something, mm-hmm. and then you're just like, man, why are people such buttholes? And I think, so this leads me to something else I wanted to talk to you about. You've been pretty active on social media. I think you're building a cool platform of doing streaming and, you know, incorporating both your like fitness stuff and also your, you know, poker things. And talk to me a little bit about just what the response has been and I guess how you kind of deal with putting yourself mm-hmm. out there and then getting both positive and negative feedback.
It depends on the channel, because on YouTube, most of the guys are very, like, I think unhappy because they're always complaining.
Yes.
I mean, it's my YouTube channel, it's my personal life, so I do what I want, and if you want to...
And don't watch it
yeah,
if you don't want to.
Seriously.
This is what I can never understand. Like, even with the crypto video, I'm like, if you don't want to watch a crypto video,
don't watch it.
Don't watch it. It's fine.
When I upload a video, the first few 5 views dislike my video.
Always, yes. And it's so like, why are you so mean?
I have 5 haters, and they are actually my greatest fans.
Yeah, they're like clicking every single time right away. I have the same thing. I put up a video yesterday, and it had like 20 hits and like 3 dislikes, and I was like, you guys are just, thank you for watching. I appreciate it, but I don't know. And it's interesting because I think sometimes I think for the last few years, really in my mind, I was thinking that the poker community was working so hard at becoming better. I think a lot of people were working on, their physical fitness and their sort of spiritual and emotional well-being, and recognizing that these things also make you a better poker player and a better person. But I've had a lot of experiences, I think, in the last 6 or 7 months, which have made me feel like, I don't know, maybe that's not true. Maybe the poker community is really still really mean.
I mean, it depends, because on Instagram, everyone is very nice, and I got a lot of messages who said I inspire them to, like, work on their game and don't give a fuck about other opinions, and they follow my journey. Because I'm not saying that I'm a professional poker player and I'm a professional gym girl. I just, like, be myself.
Yeah.
And I'm very honest. I'm radical honest. I don't lie. I don't promote things I don't like. So they just follow myself. Because yesterday I was live and the guy asked a very interesting question, because he asked me, who do I see now? The Natalie Hof or the real Natalie Hof? And I was like, I only have one personality, I think. I'm not playing
Hi,
the
Mark,
business.
and thank you, by the way.
Oh.
But I think that's really interesting. Now, and you even use this term radical honesty. Have you read the book Radical Honesty?
It's my favorite book.
Oh my gosh. I read that when I was 19, and it was like changed my whole life, changed my whole world, really changed the way I approach relationships and people. If you guys haven't checked it out, most definitely do. Yeah.
Best book ever.
And it's been republished about a gazillion times. But I think it's, I guess there's still always this, I like what you're saying, because I'm always trying to say the same idea, which is I'm not an expert poker player, right? I'm not an expert day trader. I'm not an expert
I'm just
in cryptocurrency. But I also think there's a lot of other people who aren't that, who can relate to and appreciate that experience. And yeah, for those in the chat and the homies who are positive and nice, it's so helpful. And yeah, there's just so many people, Jay Nandez, Johnny Vibes, there's quite a few people who are creating vlog series and these things on YouTube. And it is interesting, because I do think the ones that are rising to the surface really quickly are ones who are just spreading this really kind of almost aggressive positivity and supporting each other.
Because I believe in positivity. Because when I remember me 2011, 2012, when we first meet, I was very unhappy. I was very depressed. I was like not living, to be honest. So, and what changed my mind was I read a book. Not my first book, but I read a book. It was The Power of Now.
Okay.
From Eckhart Tolle. It's a German guy, and this totally changed my mind. So I start like living in the now and not thinking about what I've done wrong in the past or what do I want to accomplish in the future. Because if you only live in the past or the future, you can't enjoy the now. The sitting with Sarah Herring in her hotel
Sarah
room
Grant Herring
before having quality time.
It makes
Just
sense.
kidding.
And this is, it's radical honesty.
Radical water.
Radical honesty, by the way, Mark. And so Todd Johnson, this brings me to an interesting question I also wanted to ask.
Todd Johnson.
He says Natalie was the best to work with at PokerStars EPT. And so you used to always be presenting. You were a presenter in German. And then you've made this transition into playing poker more full-time, being an ambassador. I mean,
It was the opposite, actually.
Really?
Yeah, because, okay, when I started playing poker when I was 19.
Okay.
And then PokerStars asked me to host a radio show first, and then they said, okay, you are too pretty to just do radio, so do you want to go to Bahamas and host? And I was like, yeah, right. And then I went there, and I jumped into the cold water, actually, and I tried to host, and
So what I want to know is, how would you compare in terms of, because I also didn't start in this presenting world, and there also is tons of, I think, anxiety and pressure and stuff when you come into that space. So how would you compare the, I guess, pressure and also the feedback from presenting versus putting yourself out there as like, I'm playing poker?
I think it's the same.
The same type
because you that's the main problem, because we got judged every minute. Even I judge people or situations. When something happened to me, I always try to like, don't judge, just accept the situation, even it's like worse, like a disease or like a friend is saying stupid things to me. I try to not judge, because you create your own reality, and if I don't judge, it's like a neutral reality, or I can choose if it's positive or negative. It's a reality loop.
I mean, also because you never know anyone else's business. Like the other day, even I was at the gym. Yeah, get it, girl. And I had just had to shoot a podcast, and then I only had an hour before I had something else I had to do. So I just ran to the gym while I still had like fake eyelashes on and all this stuff going on. And then I was thinking, if I saw myself at the gym, I'd be like, what is that bitch doing? Like, why is she wearing like a full face of makeup? But it's like, you don't know everybody's business. You don't know what's going on. You don't know like what put them in that situation.
But it was very difficult in the beginning, even with poker and with hosting, because everyone is like, this pretty girl, she can't play poker and she even can't host, but she's doing it because she has boobs. Yeah, you're laughing, but it's actually true. I have boobs and I got judged.
Yeah,
because of that.
You have boobs.
So I in the beginning, in the first 2 years, I was very upset and depressed because of all the judgment and all the haters. But that was the best lesson for me, because I grow so fast. I think if I didn't play poker or didn't host, I would be like way more behind in my mind.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
because
it definitely does.
The hard way.
Right, it makes you face things. Okay, so Jack is asking, did you see that fold from the Aussie Millions that's going viral? Thoughts? I did, and actually, this is one of the things, if you haven't seen it, I'm going to try this, you guys. This is the first time I'm using this software, so bear with me, but I do think that there's a way that I can actually show this hand. I think so. Let's just do a test. I might have to download it. This will show the screen. I'm just going to check if it's on PokerNews first. Or let's just Google Aussie Millions. I think I saw it on Instagram, actually, crazy fold. I want to say it was, one guy had like the bottom end of the straight, right? And the other guy had the top end of the straight, and he makes a fold on the river. 6 days ago. All right, so let's open this and we'll see if I'm able to. Oh no, I think this is a different hand than the one I saw. Let's see. All right, so let me see if I can loop you guys in on this. We'll test. How? Oh, look at this. I'm doing it. We're doing it.
This is insane.
I know, right? Okay, so that's probably good enough. Now let's play it. I'm not sure if you guys are going to be able to hear the audio, though. Let us know in the chat if you can hear the audio. If not, let's see.
Oh, that's mobile. No.
Yeah. Okay, this is the one I saw. Do you know this guy?
No, you? Oh, right.
He just says, this would be an awful straight to hit. And that's for sure what's going to happen. I guess we can look back in our eCam live setup.
What was pre-flop? That's so tiny.
Let's see if we push forward. So this is what, Randy Liu and commentating and Jason Somerville?
Hmm. Where do you see the from the line? Ah, there.
It's really little. 122K.
Wow.
So they're both so close.
No way he's folding now on a turn? What the fuck? Maybe he has a read on the Louis guy? No. Well, if I would raise. I think if he wouldn't raise, he would have called. Wow.
Wow.
How did
Okay,
he finish?
guys.
You know that?
No. But this was like at the point of min caching, I think, or like relatively early on. Okay, so now we can go back to this. Look at me, just like operating this whole system.
Pretty standard.
Okay, yeah. So I think this is really interesting, actually, and it's an interesting spot to talk about because obviously I'm not a professional poker player, but I mostly deal with professional poker players all the time, and I hear lots of things that they say, including but not limited to, that actually one of the most common mistakes that amateurs are making is thinking that there's all these spots that they should be bluffing and how important it is to bluff, but that actually the most important thing to learn as a poker player is when to fold and to fold. What do you think is happening there? Give me your thoughts.
I don't know. It depends on the player who like min raised the turn. I think I wouldn't min raise in that spot with ace king. But if I don't know, maybe he had a read, but I think you can't fold if you bet the turn. So, but maybe he's genius.
Like you have so much equity already that you have to kind of call a min raise. But also the min raise looks so trappy, right? From like a
I don't
maybe
like the
recreational
anyway.
player, like a min raise looks like almost as sketchy as a like check.
I don't know, but what I think is, especially in live tournaments and big tournaments, the people bluff less than you expect. And that's what I learned in Raise Your Edge. It's better to hero fold than to hero call.
And also because obviously in a tournament the chips have much more value.
Yeah. Yeah, money-wise or chip EV-wise, I mean, is it ICM in that spot? I don't know how far they were. And
I think they were saying they were in the point of min caching. So
it is pretty important. I don't know how far away he was from the next pay jump. I don't know. Maybe you guys know. I don't know.
We don't have all of the facts or all of the story, but I definitely do think that was really sick. And I don't know, it's funny. It's just funny to me. Those are the spots where I actually find them so much more interesting than some of the spots. You know, bluffing takes one certain thing. Hero calling is... I'm pretty into hero calling, I'm not going to lie. Like, I love to see a good hero call.
Most of the time you're wrong.
But I think that the hero folds are, you know, the unsung heroes. And to see the thought process that someone's going through before they do it.
I think he was thinking, okay, what kind of hand will he min raise in that spot? I mean, I'm almost like pot committed with my bet. So he has a set, maybe two pair or bet a straight. There's no flush draw, so.
Yeah, I think sometimes there I'm talking myself in like, oh, he has two pair. For sure. He has two pair. I've got this. No big deal. But I think the dumb end of the straight has gotten plenty of people, myself included, into trouble.
Is he a famous player?
I didn't recognize him.
Now he's a famous player. But
now he's going to be that guy that everyone pays attention to. Great question, by the way. And Jack, if you have thoughts, opinions, anything, like, feel free to just let us know. Okay, so before I let you go, obviously you're going to play tonight, but what does this year look like for you? What events can we expect to see you at? I know you said you just booked your WSOP condo.
My expensive WSOP flight, yes.
Are you going to be there for the whole time?
No,
Great.
but for 4 weeks.
That's a long time.
Yeah, for 4 weeks. I will fly to Vegas on the 10th of June. And I will go to, now I'm in London, so then I go to Bucharest.
Me too.
Romania. Then Barcelona, 888poker Live in May, I guess. Then I want to go to Brazil so badly. So Doron, if you see it, please invite me. Thank you. You're the best boss ever. And after that, Vegas and Espers London again. WPT 500 will be here in. Oh no, it will be here in April. Sorry, a little bit confused. And yeah, and I will work out, do more. I'm actually working on something, but I can't talk about it.
Ooh, very mysterious.
Yeah.
What?
But it will maybe next year or end of 2018. And no, I don't get a talk show or stuff like that.
You should. I want you to. And also, Mark, is the guy from Colorado? Is that what you're saying? And sorry, there wasn't any audio on the. I'm sure it was during the hand. I still have to. I was only using the snowball mic, but I do have this thing called loopback, which I'm gonna figure out, and then we can put the audio in from the clips we're watching. We're figuring this Ecamm Live system out, but also I'm from Colorado, so if that guy's from Colorado, cool. Or if you're from Colorado, me too. We're homies. All right, well, thank you so much. Anything else you want to let them know? You're in Colorado. Great. That's where I grew up. Weed's legal there.
Follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to say. Give us where everyone can find you.
Instagram at Natalie Hof. Facebook, Natalie Hof. Twitter, Hof Natalie.
With just one F, and she gets really sensitive about that.
Actually, my name is Natalie Hof.
Hof?
Hof.
Hof.
Hof. Hof.
Not Hof?
No. But I don't say anything because I don't care.
Yeah, me either. Who cares about all
and
of that?
And it's nice because every time I think I'm like Hasselhoff.
Yeah, that's what I think of. That's what I think of when I think of you. Oh, cool. Mark, by the way, yeah, actually, I didn't even learn to play poker until I moved to Las Vegas. So, but I'm definitely down with, like, this kind of attorney sounds like exactly my style.
But you're good. You won the ladies event in Barcelona.
Super good. I'm not super good, but I do love, like, a really cheap tournament where I can just drink and have fun and enjoy my life. And that's why I live in downtown Las Vegas, because I used to play always at Binion's, the Golden Nugget. I had a time at the Fitz. It's not even called the Fitz anymore. That's it. They
How
run
was the cash game there? I haven't been there. It's amazing.
No, there's nothing left, but it's hysterical because they had a PLO. They were training. They had a dealer training school at the Fitz for, I don't know, a couple of years when I first moved to Vegas. So I would play. It was $20, and I didn't really know how to play PLO at all. But they were teaching the dealers how to break up all this, half the pot here, and I wanted to learn PLO, and it was the biggest shit show I've ever been in my life. Like, everyone's trying to figure out who has the high, who has the low, like, how much money everyone should get. It was a total shit show, but I love the Fitz. R.I.P. the Fitz, man. I'm sad it's dead. And actually, Binion's, I think Binion's is basically dead, too. They have, like, a thing on the weekends.
I only played in Planet Hollywood last year.
Oh, the strip.
It's nice because everyone is drunk there.
Yeah, that's me, too. I'm also... All right, cool, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. I'm probably going to be doing one here in a little bit with Vivian Saliba, and then also got one scheduled with Kara Scott here in 3 hours. 3 hours we're going to be going live with Kara Scott. So we will catch you guys on the flip side. Deuces.
Thank you.